This demonstrational video will explain how you can link your Amazon Alexa enabled devices, including the Echo and Echo Shows, to your Baby's Day system. You will then be able to ask Alexa to add data directly to your system from your Alexa enabled devices. The first thing you need to do is go to the Amazon store, download and enable the skill on your Amazon Alexa app on your mobile device. Once you have enabled the skill, you can then ask Alexa to open Baby's Days on your device. Alexa, open Baby's Days.
Welcome to Baby's Days. Baby's Days will now work with all your Amazon Alexa enabled devices. You can ask me to carry out a selection of different tasks that will then automatically appear directly on your Baby's Days system. For a full list of commands that you can ask me, visit alexa.babiesdays.com.
Once you have enabled the skill on your device, you can then proceed to ask Alexa to add data to your Baby's Days system. On your Baby's Days system, within the Documents section, you will find a 23-page PDF document that explains all the commands that you can ask Alexa to carry out directly to your system. There is also some helpful information on how to speak to Alexa clearly and precisely to ensure that she carries out your commands successfully. The most important thing to do when speaking to Alexa is to ensure that you speak clearly, pronouncing your words correctly. Whenever you say the name of a child on your system, ensure that you pause slightly after the name. Within the document is a full list of all the sections where you can ask Alexa to add data. When you ask Alexa to add data to your system, it will either appear immediately or within a pending section on the system. The following sections, calendar, fire drill, accidents, concerns and general notes, will all appear pending on your system, waiting for you to approve them before they go live. All other sections that you ask Alexa to add to your system, for example toileting, sleeping, bottle feeds, etc., will appear instantly live on your system. In addition, parents will also see this data live when they log into your system. Now that we have opened Baby's Days on our device, let's carry out a few tasks. Within the document, you will see that there are a number of different ways that you can ask Alexa to carry out the command. For example, for the attendance register, you can simply say that a child has arrived, or you can specify that you want to record a particular session 1 or session 2 arrival or departure time. So in this example, let's tell Alexa that John has just arrived. Alexa, tell Baby's Days that John is here.
The session 1 arrival time for John has been recorded at 1:48 p.m.
So in that example, we basically told Alexa that John was here. We didn't specify their session 1 or session 2 arrival time. Therefore, Alexa will automatically look on your system and see that they have not been recorded yet on the system for their arrival time. So she instantly placed them into the session 1 arrival time. So let's now tell Alexa that John has left and we want to specify their session 2 departure time. Alexa, tell Baby's Days to record John's session 2 departure time.
The session 2 departure time for John has been recorded at 1:51 p.m.
As you can see in that example, we told Alexa to record the actual session departure time for John, and she has recorded this directly onto the system. So now let's go ahead and ask Alexa to record some different data directly onto the system. So let's start with the bottle feeds. For each section, as stated previously, you can ask Alexa in different ways to add data onto your system. You use whichever phrase you are most comfortable with. Alexa, ask Baby's Days to add a 6-ounce bottle for John.
A 6-ounce bottle feed for John has been recorded at 1:52 p.m.
Another way in which we can add a bottle feed for a child is as follows. Alexa, tell Baby's Days John had a 6-ounce bottle.
A 6-ounce bottle feed for John has been recorded at 1:53 p.m.
Another way in which we can ask Alexa to add a bottle feed. Alexa, tell Baby's Days John drank 4 ounces of milk.
A 4-ounce bottle feed for John has been recorded at 1:53 p.m.
You can also ask Alexa how many bottle feeds a particular child has had during the day. Alexa, ask Baby's Days how many bottles has John had today.
John has had 3 bottle feeds recorded for them today. They have drank a total of 16 ounces.
So let's proceed and add some toileting for John. Once again, there are multiple different ways in which you can ask Alexa how to record this data to your system. Go through the help guide and find which way works best for you. Alexa, tell Baby's Days John had a wet movement.
A wet movement for John has been recorded at 1:55 p.m.
Alexa, tell Baby's Days John had a number 1.
A wet movement for John has been recorded at 1:55 p.m.
Alexa, tell Baby's Days John did a poo.
A soiled movement for John has been recorded at 1:56 p.m.
We can also ask Alexa how many times a child went to the toilet today. Again, there are a number of different ways in which you can ask Alexa this information. Alexa, ask Baby's Days, how many times did John go to the toilet today?
John has had 2 wet movements and 1 soiled movement recorded for them today.
If you really want to know, you can find out exactly when a child last had a wet or soiled movement. Alexa, ask Baby's Days, when was John's last soiled movement?
John's last soiled movement was today at 1:56 p.m.
So let's now go ahead and add some sleep and wake times to the system. Once again, there are multiple different ways in which you can ask Alexa to record sleeping on the system. So let's go ahead and tell Alexa that John's asleep. Alexa, tell Baby's Days that John is asleep.
A sleep time for John has been recorded at 1:58 p.m.
So let's now go ahead and wake up John. Alexa, tell Baby's Days John is awake.
A wake time for John has been recorded at 2 p.m.
If you want, you can find out how long a child slept for today. Alexa, ask Baby's Days, how long did John sleep for today?
John slept from 1:38 p.m. to 1:58 p.m., a total of 20 minutes.
We can also ask Alexa when a child has a birthday next week, this month, next month, or for any month of the year. So let's find out who has a birthday in March. Alexa, ask Baby's Days who has a birthday in March.
There are 2 children whose birthdays are in March. They are Dave Smith, who will be 18 years old on the 15th of March, and Stuart Smith, who will be 18 years old on the 1st of March.
You can also ask Alexa to start and end a fire drill for your setting. This is a great little feature that sets off an alarm when the fire drill has started, alerting the children that the fire drill has commenced. Let's see how that works. Alexa, ask Baby's Days to start a fire drill.
What is the title of your fire drill?
Very hot.
Where did the fire start?
Kitchen.
Your very hot fire drill has started. Stay safe, everyone.
So now that our fire drill has started and the audible alarm has gone off, you can all now start your fire drill. When you return, you can simply ask Alexa to end the fire drill. So let's go ahead and end the fire drill. Alexa, tell Baby's Days the fire drill has ended.
Welcome back. Your very hot fire drill has ended and took just 1 minute to complete. You will need to go to the pending fire drills section on the system to complete it.
As you can see, Alexa started and ended the fire drill and told you that you need to go to the pending fire drills section to complete it. When you go to the pending fire drills section, you can then add the children and the administrators that took part and detail how well the fire drill went. You can then save it and it will then appear live on your system. And this pending feature also appears on other sections as previously discussed, including the general notes, children concerns and accidents. So let's go ahead and add an accident. Alexa, tell Baby's Days John had an accident.
What is the title of the accident for John?
Fell over.
What is the description of the accident for John? Please keep this below 20 words.
John fell over in the park.
Your fell over accident for John has been recorded. You will need to go to the pending accidents section on the system to complete it.
So once again, Alexa tells you that the accident has been recorded on your system and that will appear within the pending accidents section. You can now go to the pending accidents section on the system, edit it, adding additional details, highlighting the body map, etc., and then save it and it will appear live on your system. Once it appears live, parents will also be able to see it. If a child is currently being given medication in your setting, you can record doses of that medication for the child through Alexa. It's very simple to do. You simply ask her to record a dose of medication for a child. So let's go ahead and do that. Alexa, ask Baby's Days to record a dose of medication for John.
To record a dose of medication to an active short or long-term medication for John, say 1 for Anbesol teething gel, or 2 for Benylin children's dry coughs.
So here you can see in this example, John actually has 2 active medications. Because there are 2, Alexa needs to know which medication you've just given a dose for. Option 1 for Anbesol or 2 for Benylin. We simply say 1 or 2 to Alexa and she will then ask how much we gave. 2.
What was the dosage of Benylin children's dry coughs given to John?
5 ml.
A 5 ml dose of the Benylin children's dry coughs medication has been recorded for John.
We can also ask Alexa to mark off our daily checklist for the day. Very, very quick, very, very easy. Alexa, tell Baby's Days the checklist is complete.
The daily checklist actions for today have now been confirmed as complete.
We can ask Alexa to record fridge, freezer, room and meal temperatures on the system. Alexa, tell Baby's Days the fridge 1 temperature is 2 degrees.
The fridge 1 temperature has been recorded as 2 degrees.
We can ask Alexa to record a general note. Alexa, ask Baby's Days to record a general note.
What is the title of your general note?
Buy paint.
What is the description of your general note? Please keep this below 20 words.
I've run out of blue, green and red poster paint. Get some when next in town.
Your buy paint general note has been recorded. You will need to go to the pending general notes section on the system to complete it.
Once again, Alexa's added our general note and told us to go to the pending general notes section, which we do on the system, and we can edit it and save it so that it then appears live on the system. You will notice that whenever I asked Alexa to do something on the system, I always gave her the child's name in the sentence. That isn't actually necessary if you prefer to do it a different way. So for example, if you wanted to record a sleep time, you could ask Alexa to record a sleep time. She will then ask you the name of the child that you want to record the sleep time to. And you can do this with any section, sleeping, toileting, accidents, etc. So let me go ahead and show you how we do that on the system. Alexa, ask Baby's Days to record a sleep time.
Which child do you want to record the sleep time for?
So as you can see, it's because I didn't give Alexa the name of the child that I want to record the sleep time for, she then responds and asks me for the name of the child that I want to record the sleep time for. So now I'm going to tell her that the sleep time is for John. John.
A sleep time for John has been recorded at 2:20 p.m.
So now you can see that she has recorded the sleep time for John. And that process can be repeated for example, the toileting section. Alexa, tell Baby's Days to record a wet nappy.
Which child do you want to record the wet movement for?
And once again, she has responded and asked me for the name of the child. John.
A wet movement for John has been recorded at 2:21 p.m.
And there we go, we can see that she's recorded the wet movement for John. So this can be repeated for any command. You can either say the name of the child in your sentence to Alexa initially, or you can ask her to carry out an action without the child's name. So let's go ahead and add a concern for a child. Alexa, ask Baby's Days to record a concern.
Which child do you want to record the concern for?
And once again, she's asking me for the name of the child. John.
What is the title of the concern for John?
Speech concerns.
What is the description of the concern for John? Please keep this below 20 words.
I have a number of concerns regarding John's speech, and we'll discuss this with his parents when they arrive for pickup this evening.
The speech concern for John has been recorded. You will need to go to the pending concerns section on the system to complete it.
Now, another interesting thing that may happen is that you may have 2 children on your system with the same name. The way that Alexa overcomes this is she asks you to confirm the last name or a nickname for the child. So let's go ahead and do this for Jeff, who we know we have 2 Jeffs on our system. Alexa, Tell baby's days Jeff is asleep.
2 children match the name Jeff. Which child do you want to record the sleep time for?
And as you can see, Alexa's told us that there are 2 children on the system with the name Jeff. So we now need to confirm to Alexa which Jeff we want to record the sleep time for. So let's go ahead and do that. Jeff Smith.
I cannot record a sleep time for Jeff as they are currently asleep. You need to record a wake time before you can record another sleep time.
So here we can see that we can't record a sleep time for Jeff Smith, as they're currently asleep. And she's telling you need to record a wake time before you can record another sleep time. One way to overcome the issue with Alexa asking you to confirm which child is to actually give children nicknames. So you can actually record nicknames onto the system, and when you say that nickname, she will know which child it's for. So for example, we have a child with the nickname JJ on the system, and that's for a child named John. So I'm actually going to record a wake time because John's currently asleep, and I'm going to ask Alexa to wake up JJ. Alexa, tell baby's days JJ is awake.
A wake time for John has been recorded at 2:28 p.m.
So there we can see I asked Alexa to wake up JJ, and Alexa knows that JJ is John on the system, and she's recorded their wake time as 2:28 p.m. So they were just a few examples of how you can communicate with your baby's day system and add data directly using Alexa. The important things to remember are to speak clearly, and our advice would be to pause after a name. Take a look in the help document that's been added to your system within the documents section, read through this document and use the phrase that you find the easiest to use to record the data onto your system.